When asked whether local manufacturers in the country were struggling,
yeah, quite clearly they're struggling. I think that
the CEO of the Manufacturers Council of PNG was not at all hesitant in stating the facts. It is not that hard to understand the logic that when a consumer opts for a locally made product, the consumer is actually supporting local industries, which in turn play a small part in the country's economy.
I believe that when people make the choice to buy a PNG-made product, they're making that choice to be a citizen of this country. What do our people really want?
And what the people really want is indeed the ultimate question. A question that is usually about price and affordability, of how cheap and how expensive, but not necessarily whether or not the product was manufactured within Papua New Guinea. And price is what it all comes down to. A selling point where most imported products have the advantage over PNG-made goods.
Is the locally made product more expensive because there's an owner of the company who simply just wants to be greedy and have this large amounts of profits and keep all their working conditions quite low? Is the locally made product more expensive because it's made by a foreign-owned company who wants to pull all the money out of the country? These are some of the things that people talk about. I think when you actually have a look at it, the locally made product is more expensive than the imported product because it's so much more expensive to do business in this country.
According to a survey conducted by the council, renting a factory space in the country would cost around 600 to 700 kina per square meter, whereas in Malaysia, renting the same area of factory space would cost less than 3 kina. Electricity usage, on the other hand, costs 40 to 50 cents per kilowatt, whereas in Malaysia, a kilowatt costs 8 to 10 cents. Furthermore, the council has called on consumers to be responsible in the way they shop, encouraging shoppers to choose what could eventually help the country as a whole.
So I think when people make that choice to support locally made, it's not about is it at their expense. They're saying that this is a way that we can make an investment in Papua New Guinea. We're all calling on everybody else to do something for us. We're all very good at saying the government should do this, the government should do that, the private sector should do this. But individuals themselves have a responsibility to make an investment. We want businesses to make an investment in our economy. What we need is for the people to make an investment in our economy.
But now the dilemma will remain. Unless the cost of doing business in the country is brought down, you can expect to pay a few kina or more on PNG-made goods. Dennis Orere, National MTV News.